Hey guys, Mandy here again today, and just going to show you a quick healing video of me healing on my priest here, just so you can kind of get an idea. I am disc spec right now, so I'll be healing ToC Tin Man. This is the first boss fight as disc. As you can see here, we've already got Gormok the Impaler about halfway down, just to keep the YouTube video at about 10 minutes. So right there I have a kobold on me, so one of the druids is going to come get the kobold off of me. But here you can see my healbot. You can see I have everybody up. The two that are in purple right now are the two tanks, main tank and off tank. My main position in this was, as far as healing assignments, was the off tank and raid. Okay, so right now you can see that I'm just kind of concentrating on kind of helping the other healer out too, just mainly main tank and off tank, especially since they have to switch on this fight, so I just kind of switched back and forth also as far as healing on this one. This has got to be one of the most difficult fights in ToC Tin Man for a healer, simply because it's so long. You really have to preserve your mana. You don't really have a chance to sit, drink, or anything between 3 different bosses, so that's really what makes it the hardest on the healers. I seem to do fine in mana on disc though, if I stay in disc spec. So here now we have Asimon Dreadscale. Okay, and as you can see, I'm mainly focusing on this one main tank here and keeping up with her. So this is just pretty basic. As you can kind of see too, I don't use healbot for everything. My Pyramending, my Power Word Shield, obviously my Help, Prayer Healing, any of those I don't use healbot for. I basically just use it for the basics. I use it for Flash Heal, Renew, Greater Heal, and Penance. Those are the only 4 spells that I actually really use healbot for. Mainly just because I don't like to depend on it for everything. So yeah, every time I, shoot a Prayer Mending or put a Power Word Shield on like the tanks or anything like that, I don't use healbot for that. Okay. And like I said, once again, you can just kind of see I'm mainly focusing on the one tank here. And this one's kind of difficult because, as you can see, people are starting to get out of my range as they're moving around, so I kind of have to move around with them. So, okay, we've got Acid Maw down. Now we have Dreadscale Enraged. Once again, like I said, every time Penance is up, if one of the tanks is, at least halfway down or below halfway down, I throw a Penance at them. Usually takes them right back up pretty quick. Other than that, I use Flash Heal in between to keep everybody nice and healed up in between the cooldown on my Penance. Okay. So, and as you can see too, as I'm moving around, running a lot, I like to use my Prayer Mending, mainly because it's an instant cast, so it makes it, pretty easy while you're moving around running. Same with the Power Word Shield and Renew. Helps a little bit if you're trying to move but they need to heal. That way you can do both at the same time. Don't have to stop to cast. Okay. Alright, he's down, and now we have Ice Howl out. He's always loads of fun. Alright, and here I'm just trying to get the main tank targeted here for that. So, alright, he's doing his Frost Breath. And I shoot a Prayer Mending right at him, right afterwards. Kind of got to watch too for the melee that gets thrown around too, or like that. Now he's about to do his charge, so I'm just getting ready to get out of his way there. Right. It's always, of course, very important as a healer in this fight. Make sure you run with everybody else. Pay attention to where he's going, and make sure you get out of the way, because if he hits you, you're definitely going to die as a clothy, and And then they're down a healer, and it never helps. And of course I just ran right in front of the frost breath, which is not good, but that's alright. Okay. And as you can see, I pretty much just have a basic rotation of mostly flash heal, penance, like I said, shoot prayer, mending at them, keep a shield up, power word shield up on them if I, seems like they're really needing it. Alright, run out of their way again, and run back as fast as you can. Get all the tanks and then the rest of the raid, nice and healed up. Like I say, I was at the very top there. Now, one of the healers did heal me, but usually if my health is only maybe halfway down, a little bit down like that, I'll usually just throw a renew on myself and slowly bring myself up while I'm, healing the rest of the raid. That's for some reason I've taken a whole lot of damage, but other than that, yeah, as you can see up at the top, I just put a renew on myself and slowly bring my health back up while I'm getting everybody, more concentrating on everybody else there. Okay, and he's a little over halfway down now, so. Okay, once again, pay attention to where he's going. Run the other way. And get back into the fight as fast as you can. Get everybody healed back up. Really, this is a pretty simple fight as a healer. Like I said, as you can see, I'm also only about halfway down on mana. I have used my Fiend, but I haven't used a mana pot, anything like that. So that's really about the only thing. I didn't need to use a healbot. Didn't need to use a mana pot or anything for this. That's why I prefer disc spec, especially for this fight. Because you really have to preserve mana, and it really helps. So really all I've had to do is use my Shadow Fiend to help me with mana a little bit in this fight. And even then I waited till I was about halfway down, a little bit more maybe, then sent my Shadow Fiend to Ice Hal here, and yeah, that's about it. Okay. Running, getting out of the way. And I'm just running back in. We're using all cooldowns now. So now I'm going to use my really big heal. I think I did. Oh, no, I didn't. Okay. Alright, and he's down, and I'm just kind of getting the rest of the raid back up. And we really only had one death there, and that was about it. And this was actually just a simple pug that was thrown together. This wasn't even a guild run or anything. It's just a simple pug. Cyber Silo's been asking me to do a healing video to where you could, where he could actually kind of see me healing, see what I do. So here you go, Cyber Silo. This is it. Just kind of a quick video of me healing the first 3 mini bosses, or first boss in ToC Tin Man. And I'll leave that up just in case you guys were curious about what dropped there. But yeah, other than that, that's it. If you have any questions or constructive criticism, any comments or whatever, feel free to post them below, and I'll definitely answer any questions you might have. If you were wondering about why some people's names are purple or blue, they're in my healbot. Once again, that's explained in my healbot configuration. It just means they're missing buffs, probably because they died, or well, I think the one died. The other one is an imp pet, so I can't buff him because he was phased out. The other one died, so he just needs to be rebuffed. And then the one person, the shadow buff, he just needs to be rebuffed as well. Okay, and like I said, here's your healing video of me healing as a disc priest, first boss in ToC Tin Man. Thanks a lot for watching. You guys have a great day.